tire.
You know, he's going to argue that point with me, too.
Yeah,
if he hears this, I know he's listening right now.
Listen, I'm not going to argue this kid here.
I'm not.
When it comes to the cage carts, I think we've seen more success out of him than anybody in the Northwest in the last couple of years. And
that's why I'm picking his brain when I drive a cage cart.
I will not argue any of that stuff when it comes to him. But, man, Bryson, I think this is just, I mean, all of us are excited for you. You know,
Dude,
I can't imagine
still standing up on end.
I can't imagine what your mom and dad are feeling, or your brother.
My mom doesn't even want to watch.
I bet she gets a little nervous. Yeah. She gets a little nervous. But.
So I don't think she realizes it doesn't have a wing on top because I am not allowed to run a wingless sprint.
Okay,
that is a.
Listen, they have a catch fence, and it's
it's
safe. You're safe.
Yeah,
you can't go very far.
Yeah.
Well, and realistically, I mean, what are the top speeds you're running on the straightaways at Chili Bowl? I mean,
probably.
You really want to know?
I don't know.
You're not running 100 miles an hour.
No.
The top speed from Rico last year was close to 70 miles an hour.
Which is, I mean, okay.
Now, mind you,
which we do that with a cage cart.
We do that with a cage cart,
and it's an inch around,
right?
Inch and a half.
Yeah.
They're because of the way. I mean, the track I believe has got from the first one they started. I believe it's got 20 feet longer. But, I mean, it still stays in the same day because they have everything configured. They bring in everything, I think it's a month or so ahead of time, the fence, and they bring in the dirt, then they bring in the grandstands, and they bring in all that type of stuff. It's close to 70 miles an hour. I believe Rico was the fastest guy last year over
Swindell.
No,
yeah.
They were right there because him and Swindell and stuff were battling it out. But
race, yeah.
But yeah, I believe it's close to 70. But I mean, you talk about in the cage cart stuff too, lighter weight. More,
70 miles an hour in a midget versus 70 miles an hour in a cage cart. The 70 miles an hour in a midget feels like, and he said it even in the late models, it feels like it's slow motion.
Right. Late model was in slow motion all weekend, no matter what the track was like. I mean, hammer down, you felt slow.
So does that give you time? Is that the reason why? I mean, when we watch the video and stuff, and we'll post it here on Moxie, is that the reason why you feel so comfortable in the car?
Probably. I mean, I got a ton of laps in the late model last year, so.
Yeah. Well,
you should put a video on me in the sprint car. My eyes are probably the size of my head. Because you're going way faster, and you have a lot less time to react. So you got to just stand on it. You don't lift.
So let's talk about that sprint car ride stuff.
Yeah, we talked about a certain race that you went to last year, and let's talk about, and you're running 130 down the straightaway into the corner.
Oh, Yakima, yeah.
Yeah. And
that wreck right in front of you?
Well, and Bryson says, hey, that's a little intense. I mean,
I was talking to my boss, Jesse Williamson. He ran this car the year before, and he was saying it was like Star Wars to him. You're going through space, and you just see stars start flying by, and you start seeing lights. He wasn't kidding. You really see that when you're going that fast.
Yeah.
So when you first strapped into this in the sprint car, what was your first reaction when you first lit it off?
It just yards you back and you just whack your head on the back of the seat. That was it. And then to not lift was just crazy to me.
Because that wing helps out quite a bit, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. I couldn't imagine without a wing on a big track.
Yeah, that's crazy. And then wingless sprint car drivers, they've got some.
I'd like to do it. I think I could do it.
Not me.
That's
crazy. One thing I wouldn't do.
Well, you don't rely on that downforce anymore. You basically rely on the right rear.
Right.
I think it takes a lot more talent.
Big time.
Absolutely.
It would have to.
And you watch guys like Sleepy Trip and Corey Kruzman and Ron Schumann, the best of the best without a wing. Mm-hmm. And those guys, I don't care how big the track is, they're throwing it sideways at the flag stand to get that car in, to get it turned, and it's something
just
to
get it woed up enough because
those things are
hit
moving.
The apex and go.
So not having that wing is something that I think I honestly I wouldn't. I have no desire to even try something like that. If I had the opportunity to give it to me, I wouldn't want it.
So, talking about the sprint car ride, what was the best season, or what was the best track this last season for that sprint car that you basically said, hey, you know what, coming out of that night, we did pretty good?
Cottage Grove was my best track for sure. I figured it out quick for me. We only ran 10 races at Cottage Grove this year, and never been in a 360 or really in a sprint car ever. I felt like I picked it up pretty quick there.
Now talk about the banks at Grove. That helps a lot with the sprint car type race car.
Yeah, we really just ran right on the edge, just hanging off the top of the track the whole weekend or every weekend. But
crazy as hell.
You just get used to it. The first time you don't think you're gonna make it. You think you're just gonna go right off the end into the bushes.
Yeah.
But it sticks and turns and goes.
So jumping from a late model street stock sprint car, go-karts, cage. I mean, where do you take one talent to another talent to another talent? How do you? Basically, I guess the question.
3 laps to get back to where I was when I got out of the last car.
So he just
I have figured it out. It takes me 3 laps from the green flag to get back to where I was the last time I was in that car.
To get your memory and understand what's happening underneath you.
I will go in and miss the first corner every time. Doesn't matter what I'm in, except like the modified, the late model I got to get down. But the sprint car, every time I got in it, after being in a different car, it took me 3 laps to get back to where I was.
Get a feel, and
then I start picking cars back up and gaining more speed.
So since we broke this news about Bryce going to the Chili Bowl, Joel's been absolutely speechless over here, holding the mic in front of his face and hasn't said a damn word. Joel, are you okay?
He said, "Wow!" and then walked back to the mic.
Do you need CPR? Because Josh will help you.
No.
I'm cool.
I think that'll kill me right there.
Well, do you have any questions for Bryson? What I mean, come on, man, look alive.
No, I'm just speechless because Bryson's that kid that when I started racing with Matthew 4 or 5 years ago, he was a shoe in the street stock. Mm-hmm. Watched him progress. He got in the mod, got in the late model, and now to hear, someone I've watched grow up essentially for the last 4 years is going to be running the biggest race in our sport.
Truly is. I mean, dollar for dollar, pound for pound, it's the biggest race in the country. This is something that rivals the hype of Daytona.
It really does. It's almost as big as Ice Cup when they go to Talladega at the beginning of the year for the late models and modifieds and street stock stuff like that.
It's bigger.
It is bigger.
I don't even know what Ice Cup is.
Ice Cup is they run at Talladega.
Ice Bowl.
Yeah, Ice Bowl. They run at Talladega. Basically at the beginning of the year, December area type deal.
Beginning of January.
Yeah, beginning of January. And what it is it's basically their start of their season back there. It's the Talladega dirt track.
The track's frozen.
Okay. And
it's just frozen hard.
It's just
freezing nipples, cut glass type cold.
He's drunk. you see his green bottle of what Perrier.
That's right.
That's a syrup.
Dude, it's Perrier.
It's just
Come on
water.
No, it's not, dude. Don't smell that bottle.
It's cool. It's crisp. It's fresh. It's
dude, I can smell the absinthe from here.
And you were sober off the plane, right? No, it's one of the biggest races, but I mean, like you're saying, Joel, this is the biggest race of out of the country.
Out of one of our, and I consider Bryson a friend. He's one of my friends.
You got to ask him what he thinks of you.
He thinks I'm that jerk that works on that car that keeps running into him.
Yeah, I actually fixed the quarter panel because of this guy.
Oh!
Hey, I'll take credit for that. The setup was off that night, dude. Straight up. But no, he's joining the ranks of Rico Abreu, Brian Clausen, the superstars, and he's sitting here in the Jetstream Aqua Massage Studios on Northwest Dirt News right now.
At 18 years old, did you ever think that we would be talking, or anybody would be talking about Bryson James in the same sentence as Kyle Larson, Brian Clausen, Rico? I mean, you're talking Swindell. We've mentioned his name here. At 18 years old, do you think that would? I mean, I can't imagine something like that.
If you have a girlfriend, you don't have one now.
Yeah.
No, I'm just.
He's got about 20 of them.
The only reason I was here is I was visiting my girlfriend.
Yeah,
I know you were. See.
So, and that's and we originally, Bryce and I had talked about doing this next week. Was kind of the original plan. Then I walked out during commercial. And he's sitting there talking to his girlfriend, and I said, "Hey,
what's up?
Why not?"
And he says, "All right." I said, "You're sure you want to do this?" He goes, "Well, yeah." He goes, "We've got a signed contract. It's not like we're not saying something that's not true, and people are going to know anyway." So he says, "Let's do it." I said, "All right, I'll text you when you come in." It was,
and I had I had no idea. See, that's the reason why they keep me back here to work all these knobs and buttons and all this other crap or whatever. Because these two goobers or whatever like that go out, but. That was a nice surprise there, Bryson James.
So
nice surprise.
And since we posted this on Moxie, my computer and my phone have just been going nuts.
Yeah. Well, we'll put it like this. Okay, so when Bryson and when you and your dad got into Bakersfield, right? You guys stayed at our same hotel. I go down. I believe it was that night. I think
you could remember that night, really?
He needs to come back more often. I like this kid.
Wow.
So you guys are gonna go eat, and I sat there and I said, "Hey, Bryson, what's going on?" And you're like, "What's up, dude?"
I know.
I was like, "Wow, really nice to see you." And he goes, "Yeah, we just drove 16 hours, dude. Really?
Actually, they made it. You guys actually had
14 or something like
they
that.
had a
we,
pretty
right?
good
we
drive.
did good time. We would have had 12 hours, except there's a wreck in the middle of nowhere.
Sheep, goat, something like that
So
fell
it
out
was-
of
it
the
was
truck.
funny
It was
because-
a avalanche rolled like a dozen times,
Oh, man.
flattened, just flat. And then there's a wreck 6 miles back.
Well, this is thank goodness it wasn't a Ford Explorer
Yeah.
because we were in one of those. It was doing 90 miles an hour.
That is the deal.
So it was actually, I was surprised at how fast you guys got down there because we left Portland at what, 12:20, got in the air, shot up, landed in Fresno, and drove from Fresno to Bakersfield. And you guys were at the hotel, like, what, 2 hours after we were? I mean, it was like,
Yeah,
how'd you
you
guys get here
flew.
so fast?
Yeah.
But, yeah, you guys had a pretty good drive down. So, man, Bryson, on behalf of everybody here, I want to congratulate you on your Chili Bowl ride, and we're all proud of you, and looking forward to see what you can do there. And we're up against the clock. We got to get on the commercial here. So, again, congrats. We're going to be rooting for you, and we guarantee we'll be watching it on TV. And you are welcome here in the studio anytime you want to come in. Come hang out with us, and we'll talk racing with you. And we appreciate you coming in and breaking that news on our show, man. We're honored.
Sweet.
It's a cool
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Blast.
Yep. We're going to go to commercial right now. Take about a 5-minute break. We'll be right back after this short commercial segment. Stay right here on Northwest Dirt News on Spreaker Radio.
Hi, I'm Corey with my wife Sandy. We'd like to invite you to Jetstream Aqua Massage. At Jetstream, you get a quality massage, nobody touches you, and you don't get wet. Best of all, it's only $1 per minute. Come see what it's all about.
I've been coming in here about 3 times a week for the last 6 months, and it's just a whole new world when I walk out of here. I highly recommend this place. $20 for 20 minutes, unbeatable.
Crockers Cars, located in Lebanon, Oregon. We've been providing the finest pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, RVs since 1983. Crockers Cars has been in business for 31 years, offering quality used vehicles. With our experience and professionalism and the no-hassle buying, customers really do come first here at Crockers Cars. Crockers Cars, where quality is the difference. Give us a call, 541-258-2175, or look us up on the web, crockerscars.com, for a full line of inventory. And make sure you mention that you heard it here on Northwest Dirt News. Are you tired of low wages? Have you ever thought about getting a commercial driver's license? Then let Northwest Trucking Academy, located in Tangent, Oregon, be your source. Earn up to $800 to $1,200 a week. At Northwest Trucking Academy, our trained instructors are ready to help you make the transition towards the road. In as little as 4 weeks, you can have the skills it takes for a new career. Classes begin on the first Monday of every month, so give us a call at 541-248-3461 or look us up on the web at nwtruckingacademy.com. And make sure you let them know that you heard it right here on Northwest Dirt News. At Tommy's Transmission, professional, reliable service is more than just our tagline. It's our way of life. We're your one-stop shop. At Tommy's, we take care of you just like family because we live here, right here in your neighborhood. Fixing cars is what we do, but keeping you on the road and keeping your family safe is what we're about. No matter what you drive, at Tommy's Transmissions, we'll provide the security your family needs. At Tommy's Transmissions, where professional, reliable service is guaranteed. Remember, at Tommy's Transmission, home of the good guys, off of Baseline in Hillsboro, 503-746-7891. And make sure you let them know that you heard it right here on Northwest Dirt News.
The coolest station online. Yeah, that's us. 'Cause we play this.
In your face, all over the place.
We're online 24/7. 24/7.
You're listening to the hottest internet station.
Welcome back to the 3 hottest guys in radio. Well, they think so. Corey, Josh, and Joel, right here on Northwest Dirt News.
Dude, that voice is killing me. I got to figure out who that is.
You got to figure. You'll know. I'm
tell-
not going to tell you.